Welcome to Now I See. I'm Anna Choi. Our guest today is Rohan Edwards. Welcome, Rohan.
Thank you for having me again.
So I've got a few questions for you. What was the most exciting event that happened to you after you met Christ?
There's been so many, actually, honestly. My life changed dramatically after I came back to the church and met Christ. I went from being a really angry, hateful person, hated my life. I went from a person like that to a person who I actually began to enjoy life. As my parents could tell you, I never used to sing. I never used to sing. Now, I wouldn't sing at home. I wouldn't sing at I just didn't enjoy life.
So you saw yourself transform
Rather rapidly.
Yeah.
I actually did transform rather rapidly. Even my parents always thought of me as really grumpy, And once I went to the church, met Father Jacob, and then after a year and a half went by, I came back again, and they said to me, they noticed a change in me, and before I came back to the church, I always did make a promise to Father Jacob that once I got my license, I'd come back, and I keep my promises to people, and I'm actually glad I did, because coming back to the church has changed me, and my life has changed a lot.
And your personal relationship with God as well?
Yes. I actually go to church and I actually talk to God every day. Now, I don't have exact times, but I do go there when no one else is there, and I just sit in church and just talk out loud. And I talk to him about any problems I have. Nothing really bad, just like small issues like trying to find work and stuff like that. Or relationships, if I'd like to help me find a relationship or a girl, that's a major one at the moment. But no, it's I go there, I talk to him, and I feel I am closer to God, more than I ever was when I was younger. And my life is, over the last few years, it's changed. My parents have noticed a difference in me. My family's noticed a difference in me. My sisters were really worried about me when I was younger, because they knew I was suicidal, and they were scared, And I do. I'm thankful that the girl brought me to the church.
So Christ has given you peace, joy, and comfort.
Yes.
Comfort you in the shadows.
Yes. And I'm a lot happier person.
So after coming to Christ, anything bad happened?
Yeah. Okay. We had a death in my family. My grandmother passed away, and it was hard, because it wasn't so much hard for me because in my family she had dementia. And and even though she was there, she was more. The last time I saw her, she kind of reverted back to like a childlike state, and she told the very first thing she said to me was, "I was a very nice young man." I was like, "Thank you, Nana." And that was the last time I actually saw her before she passed away, and. After she passed away, we all grieved, but then we also had the after part, which was we celebrated, because I always believed that death is only the beginning. After death, there's a part in life where which would be better. A place that'll be better than this, and she's gone to it. So while she's up there enjoying the next life, we're still down here with this one. Yeah. So there's a good side and bad side to it,
Did you ask God why she was taken away from you, or?
No. I never asked that actually. Pretty much towards the end, after everything that she's been through, the dementia and all that, like there wasn't much left of her. You know, she wasn't the same person I grew up with. You know, the person I grew up with was fun, energetic. Her and my grandfather used to take me fishing when I was younger, and they always used to look after me. And so after she passed away, I wasn't so much grieving. I was more happy because at least now she's with my grandfather, who passed away a couple of years before from cancer, and that was before I came to know the church. And so back then my life was pretty bad, you know. But so she was back with my grandfather, and they're together. And I'm not just talking about as up there with God. I'm actually mean as well down here on earth. They're next to each other, you know, which is nice. My grandfather can't run away.
So how did you tell your friends that you became a Christian?
That was that was unique. Let's just say, out of all my friends, only one of my friends have actually stuck around. He actually found God himself, but before that,
He couldn't accept the fact that you were Christian.
Others wouldn't accept it. They actually hate me for it.
Why?
Because they actually thought church was a waste of time. You know, they pretty much thought the way I thought when I was younger. You know, I actually thought, growing up as a teenager, I always thought church was for little old ladies who didn't know what to do with themselves, you know. But then I met the girl who brought me to the church, and I found a different side of it, you know. And I found a side which I actually liked. And I explained that to him. I said, look, guys, this is where our friendship is going to end, if you want it to, but I'd hope it doesn't. Because I'd like us to be friends, and the majority of them left. And one of them stuck around. And he's actually come to me. He's actually joined me as I go to the monastery, and he's actually he's met Father Jacob and Father Mark, and you know, so he likes coming to the church, but he also goes to a different church. It's called Four Corners, and it's in Liverpool, and it's different, but the only thing is that they have drums and guitars, and it's really awkward. And I don't understand that one.
It's different from the Coptic church.
It is, and it's too loud for me. I like the songs they sing in our church. You know, it's nicer.
So how did it make you feel when your friends abandoned you?
I won't lie. I was actually sad at first, but in some ways I was actually, in other ways I was also glad because I also made new friends. I made new friends at church. Now, of course, I don't get to hang out with the friends at church as much as I did with the other guys because my friends at church are either engaged or dating or married or expecting kids. And like, wow, here I'm still waiting. And so, in some ways, I was upset that they left me because I was following my heart, and I wanted to do something better in my life. And in some ways, I was actually glad that in some ways, I'm actually glad they left me. You know. Yeah.
So have any of them contacted you since then?
Only my friend Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
He's the only one that actually stuck by me, and he's actually. He's the one who likes coming to see Father Jacob. I think it was most likes to talk.
Yeah. So have you, with the new friends that you've made at church, have you seen any sort of support from them?
Yes.
Have they guided you, you know, to deepen your relationship with God?
Yes, actually, I actually found them very supportive. Actually, to name a few, Tadros, who just got married last week. Got married on Valentine's Day. Sorry. Him and Adriana have always been very nice to me and very supporting. George Iskander for another.
In what ways have they supported you in the church?
If I ever get sick, it's very simple. If I get sick, they always worry. They ask me how I am, how I'm feeling, and especially John Mitri. But he has a bigger role in my life than the others he does, because he's. I'll explain that later on. But yeah, they're all very supporting. They always keep me, hold me close. I feel, and even though I don't see them all the time, I still feel their love around me all the time.
Are you active much in the church in terms of youth meetings and?
I do go to youth meetings.
And service. Are you serving in the church now?
Yes, I'm serving. I was actually ordained as a deacon about a year ago.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. The problem is I can't. They told me to wash my deacon gown at home. I can't use a washing machine, so I get mine dry cleaned every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't. I like to keep it nice and fresh. And hey, they get pressed iron. Come on, I'll get wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, my life is with my friends. They've always been there for me, and the church. My life has been a lot better.
Yeah, and you spoke about speaking to Father Jacob. How in terms of how has he impacted your walk with Christ now?
If I hadn't met Father Jacob, I don't think I'd be here today. He was the main reason. He was the one reason why I told him I made a promise to him that I'd come back. I don't make promises every day. It's only if they're really important to me. And he touched me, and he touched my heart in a way. Which is at the time was very unusual. It was like this guy is very welcoming. He's very kind. He's very loving. And I felt the love come from him. And don't get me wrong, my parents are very loving and very kind, but what I got from him was, let's just say, like I said before, when I walked into the church, I was nervous, but when I walked out, I was like high on life. I was really excited, my life was a big turnaround. So it was a big change. He actually helped change my life in a big way.
It's funny because we always talk about, loving everyone, and we always talk about it, but really, how many of us really do show about loving people? But obviously, Abuna Yaub has really showed that to you.
He has, time and time again. We haven't done it for a while, but we used to, on Sundays after he does confessions, we used to hang out and after confessions have a coffee, or sometimes even have a game of chess. But we haven't done it for a while because I've been busy, and so has he. And so we haven't exactly done it for a while, but I'm hoping to do it again soon. But I also know after he does all those confessions, he does get very tired, so I don't want to be like a burden on him,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just a way for him. That's why I say let's just have a cup of coffee and just talk and just relax,
Yeah. Thank you for your time today, and tune into our next episode of Now I See to hear the rest of Rohan's story.